I'm Kara Horn, and we thought we'd start this Magnify career video at Springfield Clark CTC. I went to CTC because I wanted to expand my experiences in high school, and I was part of the engineering and CNC program. I was in the same spot as you not that long ago, trying to figure out what life was going to look like after high school. What in-demand jobs are out there? How do I find them? How do I develop the skills I need to be successful at them? This can be very overwhelming, but we are hoping that by taking a look at some occupations in different industries, you might start to think about careers that would be a good fit for you. Today, we are looking at careers in advanced manufacturing. Manufacturing is a growing industry. It is projected that over the next 10 years, 4.6 million more jobs will be needed in this industry across the country. But it's projected that we're only on track to fill up about half of these jobs. Manufacturers need more reliable, hardworking individuals like you to consider a career in manufacturing. Manufacturing is one of the top 3 industries in the Clark County and Springfield area. So we are going to show you a few in-demand careers in this industry right here in your own backyard. We're at Cascade Corporation. They make different parts for forklifts. Let's go talk to some of their employees and learn more about what careers actually look like in manufacturing. We are here with Eric from Cascade. Eric, tell us what you do here every day.
As a welder, I use raw and machine parts to create weldments, which is really just welding different parts of metal together to create a finished product. What I love about my job is that it is self-directed work, so when I get to work every day, I get blueprints that tell me what parts to use and how to put them together.
So if a student wanted to become a welder, what steps would they need to take and what should they expect?
To be a welder, you really need a high school degree and to complete a welding program at a trade school. I went to Hobart and completed their program in about 9 months. And I started here shortly after, and I've been here about 3 years. As a welder, you can definitely expect to make a livable wage starting around $40,000, but there's always opportunity for growth.
We are here with Gary from Cascade. Gary, tell everyone what you do here and what a typical day for you looks like.
So I'm a fabricator. When I get to work, they have a schedule for us that tells us what units need to be produced that day. We work with machining and welding to move the unit down the production line efficiently. As a fabricator, you have to be very precise and follow the blueprint accurately. This is important to make sure the finished product works correctly.
So if a student wanted to become a fabricator, what steps would they need to take and what should they expect?
You need a high school degree and some type of vocational or trade school degree. I completed my 1-year welding certificate at Clark State. You can expect to make anywhere from $40,000 to $50,000 starting out. If you have mechanical aptitude, strong math skills, and like to work with your hands, you may like being a fabricator.
That was awesome. Now we're heading to another local manufacturing company called McGregor Metalworking. Let's go. We're at McGregor Metalworking, and they work with basically anything that has to do with metal. So let's go on in. We are here with Tony from McGregor Metalworking. Tony, tell us what you do here and what a typical day looks like in your occupation.
I'm a press operator, so that means I control the press, which is a machine that takes raw steel and transforms it into final parts. I'm also the first eyes on the product when it is completed, and I am responsible for making sure there are no defects in the final product before it goes to the customer. We produce parts for companies like John Deere, Honda, and KTH.
So if a student wanted to become a press operator, what steps would they need to take and what should they expect?
You definitely need a high school degree, and then most other training happens on the job. 10 years ago, I never would have thought that I'd be doing what I'm doing today, but I love it. It challenges me and it gives me opportunities to solve problems. Being in manufacturing has allowed me to build a career to support a family, buy a house, and a new truck. I would definitely encourage students who are mechanically inclined and like to work with their hands to pursue a career like mine.
So we are here with Denny, and he is a tool maker. Denny, tell everyone what a typical day for a tool maker looks like.
As a tool maker, we would do the preventive maintenance on the tooling. If the part's not running correctly in the press, we would work with other engineers, other tool makers and set up personnel to figure out how and what needs to be fixed. I started in manufacturing right out of high school, and after about 10 years, my previous employer actually paid for me to further my education. There's plenty of jobs in the manufacturing for someone who's willing to work hard and continually learn.
I hope you can see that the opportunities are endless in manufacturing. These are great careers that don't require you to go to college, they pay well, and offer many opportunities for advancement. What's great is that you can find the occupations we learned about today at many manufacturing facilities. So keep looking closer at in-demand careers in advanced manufacturing.